Let's talk about the books I read in January and the bookmarks I used for each book. Starting off with my December darling, I read this book on my Kindle. This was such a cute little holiday romance. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. The second book I read was Magnolia Parks. Once again, this was a book that I didn't know I was gonna like that much, but I ended up giving it 5 stars. Being someone who likes gossip and drama, yeah, that's why I liked it so much. For this book, I used this bookmark. If you know, you know. This is like a little bit related to Magnolia Parks. We have the deer, the bow, and the bee. Next book I read this year was Iron Flame, because, you know, Onyx Storm came out at the end of January, so I had to go back and reread this book to be ready for Onyx Storm. I chose this bookmark. And I know it's so random, but we all know that Iron Flame is just full of plot twist. So this is what I used for this book. Next book is, yeah, Akatar. I know I'm so late in the game with this book. I was so afraid to jump into it because I heard a lot of people saying that the first book was not as interesting as the other ones, but if this is not their favorite book, I cannot imagine what the other books are gonna be like. For this book, I chose this bookmark. This is a fantasy reader bookmark. I just love this bookmark in general, and it's just so cute. The next book, I just needed like a palette cleanser before I jumped into my last book. I chose Reminders of Him. If you read this book, you already know the roller coaster of emotions. I was not even 100 pages into this book and I was already crying so much, and it takes a lot for me to cry because of a book, and this book did it for me. For this book, I chose this bookmark, Miss Taylor Swift. Folklore is like one of my favorite albums of her, and I did this bookmark and I feel like it just resembles like the sad books. That's why I chose it. For the last book, I haven't even finished. I started reading this book I think like as soon as it came out. So far what I've read is just so good. I just cannot wait to finish this book, to see what's happening, and to be able to talk with my friends about it. Now for this book, the bookmark I'm using is this one. This is my very special Onyx Storm bookmark, and it's so cute. Look, it has a little dragon hanging from the tassel. This is what I'm gonna be using for this book. Can't wait to see what we're gonna be reading for the month of February. And if you like any of the bookmarks I used, you can find it on my Etsy shop. They're part of our new launch, and you can find this and more there.